Welcome back to TMZ Live. Changing the game.
Changing the game.
Changing the game. Maybe forever.
A really good change in the game.
Is something that Russ is doing, and he's following in the footsteps of some really powerful people in the music industry. Taylor Swift, and also one of Russ's heroes, Nipsey Hussle. What he's learning from them, and how he's changing the business. What we're going to talk to him about, because Russ, fresh off the release of his new song Civil War, just came out on Tuesday. The video is hot. Like, actually, be careful what video we're rolling here, Reagan, because there are some shots in this thing that are just, it's an awesome video. The song is great. Can't wait to talk to Russ about this and the music industry as a whole. Russ, welcome to TMZ Live, man. Great to talk to you.
Awesome, man. I appreciate y'all having me. This is sick.
Hey, congratulations first on Civil War.
Thank you so much. I've been sitting on that for a couple months, so it's exciting for that to finally be out.
It is a sight to behold. I'll just say that.
Thank you. I mean, it's a G-rated video, right?
It is. But we have some people at Warner Brothers that get a little sensitive.
I really admire you because I'm so interested, because we cover a lot of entertainers and singers, people in the music business, and there's been a lot of complaining and moaning and saying, oh, we're not making any money anymore, and and that we have to go on tour and we're not making money from music. There is a solution to this that you've executed.
Absolutely. Yeah, I personally also share your frustration and hate that narrative. And I think it's very it's from a victim place, and it's a matter of educating yourself on how to utilize your fan base, whether it's 10,000 followers or whether it's 1 million followers or 10 million. You can utilize what you have and kind of mobilize that fan base as an army and turn it into a profit. And it's not a matter of like, oh, just look at your fans as money, but it's a matter of you should own everything you're doing. And then you'd be surprised how much money you can make when you actually own what you're doing. When you own the masters, and when you are touring and you're headlining as opposed to opening, and when you're actually selling tickets instead of going into clubs and just showing up for quick money, you'd be surprised. There's a ton of money in music, but y'all just want to take these stereotypical avenues and then turn around and complain as if there's no other avenues you could be taking.
And it requires taking a stand.
It does. And it requires a lot of self-belief, because you kind of got to bet on yourself. And I think as much as people want to complain about, oh, there's no money, and all my money's tied up with the label and screw this and da 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 da, it's like, yeah, but I don't think that y'all are also really comfortable and so used to doing that whole label model, and to the point that I don't even think you could fend for yourself in the wild. If the wild is this independent space where you got to figure out, the producer, the engineer, how to make the song, how to market it, I don't think a lot of y'all are equipped. So I think a lot of y'all are actually just lashing out from an insecure place, because if push came to shove, I don't really think that y'all could do it, which is why you even went and grouped up with these people because you don't even have the belief in yourself to man your own ship and to steer your...
We should say, Russ, because what you're saying, and I'm sure you hear this, maybe rubs some people in the music business the wrong way.
For sure.
But it's worked out for you. I mean, we should say that your album is the first in hip hop history where you have produced, mixed, mastered, engineered, and written all of it yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like a homemade project.
And you're 26 years old, and you're number 20 on the Forbes hip hop list. So
correct,
it's working.
Yeah. No, I mean, just hearing that out loud is like, it's surreal to me, because I just feel like I always had a checklist in my head, and I feel like I've checked off a lot of the things. But now that I have a platform, it's really important for me to use it to let people know that, look, like, you gotta believe in yourself and bet on yourself at all times. And to your point of rubbing people the wrong way, that's also I take pride in that, because I've rubbed everyone the wrong way, and yet I still made it on the Forbes list. So what does that tell y'all about your way?
That's the perfect comeback, man.
I'll tell you what it tells me is that a lot of people saw what music was like in 1970 and 1980, and they figure, okay, well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what they did 30 years ago. And just the way technology changes, business changes, and you change with the business.
100%. I think you're 100% spot on. I think there's a lot of just oh no, this is just how it goes. There's a lot of that in the music industry of like, no, that's just what it is. You just paid lawyers 5%, and oh no, it's fine. You just you just don't get your master's, or no, you just don't get to be independent. Like, there's a lot of that, and artists who are kind of wide-eyed sometimes. And I feel for them because everyone's been there, but they kind of just, oh, okay, that's just how it goes. Oh, okay. And then they get taken advantage of. That's why my whole message is like, believe in yourself. And before you're so quick to turn over the responsibilities of a task in regard to your career, whether it's the video or the artwork or the this, whatever it is, try it out for yourself, because A, you might end up being good at it enough to do it yourself. And B, at least if you decide, you know what, this isn't for me, at least you now know what goes into it. So that same person later on who's doing that craft for you can't BS you and make you think that it's going to take 3 months to get you back the video, when you're like, nah, I did videos by myself that got 100 million views that I turned around and edited and put out in a day. So you're not telling me that.
Yeah, and it, like I said, it shows your hard work in that Civil War video, which is.
Thank you.
How long? This was shot in Puerto Rico, I heard.
Yes, it was in Puerto Rico.
How long? How long is the shoot? This a couple days?
Nah, that was we did
couple
we did
hours?
all of that we did all that in like 6 to 8 hours, I think.
See, you got to stretch it out a little bit longer, man. You got to say, hey, listen, we got to spend a few days in Puerto Rico, you know?
Oh no, I spent a few days in Puerto Rico. But
nice.
That was just
that was for fun. You got the work out of the way, and then you had to play. That's exactly.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Hey, I really mean it. Congratulations, not just on your music, but I love the way you think. It's just.
Thank you so much.
So smart.
I appreciate that.
So smart.
All right, Russ.
Congratulations on everything, Russ.
Continued success, man.
Thank you so much. No, I appreciate you guys having me, and I appreciate the support for real.
All right,
Own everything you do. That's my last message.
Own it. It's right.